Yeah. I'd like to welcome everybody to my podcast. Yo, I am your gracious host, Jupiter 9, man. And in today's podcast, man, we want to talk about, the American dream of, reaching that goal of having $1 million in your bank account. Everybody dreams of this, having that first million in your bank account. People do things like, play lottery and, go on to the casino to get that opportunity to live that American dream of, the white picket fence and, the house with the 2 cars in the garage and, family's happy, family's good, healthy. Everybody wants to reach this American dream, the opportunity of having an abundance, of, riches and abundance of wealth. Me personally, I think that, being rich is not only having abundance of currency in your bank account, but it's also being rich is you can be mentally rich too as well. A person that seeks information, seeks knowledge, I think that's one element of being very rich, and people, a lot of times they skip past that part. You know what I'm saying? They skip past the part of, knowledge being the most important thing over anything. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the knowledge, how are you going to have the knowledge to reach that $1 million? So people play games of chance, like I said, lottery and the casino thing and other games of risk taking. The thing that surprised me is that, people will go to the corner store, or the bodega or whatever, and they'll sit there and play scratch-off tickets for days and days and days and spend tons and tons, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on scratch-off tickets. And a lot of times people don't really win anything big usually. Usually it's like little small increments of, winnings. And, they will never take a chance on, starting a business or anything like that, which will give them a way better opportunity to reach $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to, start a business or take that risk. If you want to reach $1 million, you have to be a person that's willing to take a little bit of risk. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to risk it all to reach it. And some people do. Some people risk it all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who are in high positions as far as financial brackets, Jay, Warren Buffett, so on and so forth. We all know the names. Oprah Winfrey. These people took risk. You know what I'm saying? When a lot of times people will try to deter you from your dreams, of reaching a certain goal or something like that. And, the goal is to don't listen to nobody. If you have dreams and goals, pursue them, and you have to take a little bit of risk in order to achieve anything in life. You gotta have nerves of steel, especially when it comes to investing and whatever you invest in, whether it's the real estate game or, stocks, definitely cryptocurrency. You gotta have nerves of steel to deal with the volatility of crypto on a daily basis. So, that dream and goal of reaching $1 million, you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like a fairy tale for some people, and to be quite honestly, in today's age with the internet and, how fast information moves, and society as a whole is, there's a lot more people in the world than what it was 15, 20 years ago. Know what I mean? So being that there's more people in the world, that means there's more customers that can, and that, are looking for a service you might possibly be able to offer them, So people don't look at it like that, And another thing that holds people back from reaching $1 million, I believe, is fear. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are fear. Again, a lot of people are fear of success. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people fear, failing, and in order to be successful, I believe that you have to have a certain amount of failure in your life. And trust me, I've had a bunch of failures, things I've tried out that didn't work. I had some things that did work a little bit, you know what I mean? And I just keep pushing and pushing. That's the goal, man. If you want to reach a certain milestone financially, you have to keep pushing, keep going. Don't stop. Just keep going, man, until you reach your goal. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, one day or sooner or later, everything would start popping off, and then you're going to be amazed at how you reached your goal. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of wealthy people, rich people, wealthy people say reaching that first million is the toughest one. But once you reach that million, then it's like it becomes easier and easier to duplicate the process, because you know what it takes to reach that million. You know what I'm saying? So every time, you do things to achieve that million, you know what I'm saying? The process and the process and what it takes to reach that million, it becomes easier each and every time. That's what a lot of wealthy and rich people say, that first million is a doozy, but once you reach that first million, then you pretty much know how to duplicate that process. And that's what Master P said as well. You know what I'm saying? He said once he reached his first million, then the rest became pretty much, like cake. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, the ultimate goal in life is to be, well off and, having assets, having abundance, being able to do what you want in this world. You know what I mean? And in order to do that, you know what I'm saying, you're going to need some capital, man. We live in a capitalistic society, definitely here in America. You know what I mean? It's about, can you generate income for yourself? Can you generate money outside of a 9-to-5? You know what I mean? That's what America is about. It's about that bread, man. So, but I want to, go through a list of things I would do with $1 million. So what would you do with $1 million, man? I have my own list of 12 things I would do with $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what other people's lists look like, if you want to drop a message in this podcast, and drop a message and tell me what you would do with $1 million. I believe that you can drop a message somewhere on this podcast platform on Acast, and tell me what you would do with $1 million. You know what I'm saying? But these are the 12 things that I would do with $1 million, man. I got my notes right here. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go through the 12 things I would do if I had $1 million. Know what I mean? And if you want to get a paper and pen and write down your 12, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm definitely going to reach that million. You know what I'm saying? And excuse me. And I'm not going to stop until I get that first million. You know what I'm saying? I'm also going to be taking daily notes. I think writing down things is very important. You know what I'm saying? Writing down your dreams and your goals for the new year and also for beyond, having a plan for not just this year and next year, you know what I'm saying? Also having a plan for the next 5-10 years as well, having things planned out. They say people like the Rockefellers and, the people who control the financial systems and institutions in America and some other places around the world, they said those people plan out 50 to 100 years ahead. How crazy is that? You know what I'm saying? But I believe that, having a plan in place, is the first step into reaching your million and sticking to your goals. You know what I'm saying? Sticking to your plan and not letting nobody knock you off your dreams and aspirations, off your tracks, off your square, off your, what you want to achieve. Only you can fail you. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to nobody, listen to you. You know what I mean? Whether it's family, friends, whoever, listen to the little voice within you and just, just listen to you, the little voice within you, and just, follow that little voice, man. Little intuition in you will get you to the right destination. So let's get it in, man. These are like the 12 things I would do if I had $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So number one, I would buy land. You know what I mean? I think it's very important to have assets, and buying land is definitely an asset as well. You know what I mean? Buying land is an asset. You can do a lot with land. You can, build things on top of land. You can, you can flip land if you want to. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff you can do with land, but I would buy it for my own, buy some land, so I can grow my own food and stuff like that, and start to become more self-sufficient and more self-reliant, relying on myself to feed myself, and, learning how to grow food and stuff like that. That's why I would buy land. You know what I'm saying? Number two, buy a home. You know what I'm saying? I would buy a home. I don't know if I would, which direction I would buy a home. If I would, go to a government auction, or, buy tax deeds, or, pay the taxes off. I don't know which way I would do it. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. But, I would either buy a home or build a home. You know what I mean? My ultimate goal is to have a home built and made out of hemp. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't know anything about hemp seeds, look up what hemp seeds and how it affects your environment and your environment. They say that your home is the most dangerous place that there is for your body. You know what I'm saying? They say there's so many molds and all types of things that's in your home that's killing you. You know what I'm saying? So I think the home, and building a home that, out of hemp, definitely. And I would be off the grid too as well. I would have, solar panels on my home. My home would be made out of hemp. You know what I mean? Everything would be self-reliant. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be relying on outside sources to keep my home lit up. You know what I'm saying? So buying a home. But I'm also going to be doing things, because these things I'm listing is like, it's probably going to be way beyond $1 million, but my goal is to invest and, create more money and 2 and 3 times my money through investments. But I'm going to keep going, man. Get my teeth fixed, man. Definitely, man. I got a few teeth that need to be pulled and need to be capped or whatever, and definitely get my teeth fixed, man, because I don't have dental insurance or nothing like that. Hell, I don't even have health insurance right now. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people without dental insurance or hell, I don't even have life insurance at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I should have added that to my list, life insurance, but get my teeth fixed, man. And it's sad here in America, one of the richest countries in the world, and they don't even have health insurance for everybody. They don't give everybody dental insurance. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of crazy here in America. Immigrants come here in America. America gives this whole perception of the American dream, and what I'm saying, you come here, you can have abundance, and a lot of immigrants are coming to find out that America is not really like that. They pump faking, you know what I'm saying? They finessing people to come here, you know what I mean? And what I mean by finesse is like, they painting this picture of America to be so luxurious and wonderful and an abundance of money if you work hard. And people come to find out they come here and, they work in 2 jobs and they can't even make it. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, you know what I mean? But they definitely pump faking people, you know what I mean, to come here in America. But get my teeth fixed, man. Number 4, open up a youth center up. You know what I'm saying? Open up something for the youth, something for them to do. Like when I was coming up, man, there was so many like little youth centers and stuff like that we can do after school. A lot of those youth centers and stuff that we had coming up, you know what I mean? Like they're not around no more, you know what I'm saying? Of course you had the YMCA, but they had other like little after school youth center things you can go to after school, so kids can have things to do and keep them out of the streets, and that was real big back in the day. But I don't see a lot of these youth centers anymore. You know what I mean? I don't see a lot of stuff. I don't see anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. But open up a youth center for the kids, man. Definitely. Number 5, travel all over the world, man. I definitely think you can't grow as a person if you don't experience life outside of the United States. Me going to Puerto Rico, that was something beautiful. You know what I'm saying? just experience a different culture, different people. Even though they're part of the United States, it's still outside of the United States. You know what I mean? And that was, me and my queen had a really good time going to Puerto Rico. And I believe that you can't continue to grow if you don't know how other cultures live. You know what I'm saying? And how they move and groove throughout life, and how they survive, and just learning a different culture, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely learning a different culture outside of the culture of the United States of America. So definitely travel. You know what I mean? Definitely. Number 5. Number 6, I will help out the homeless, man. Help out the homeless community. You know what I'm saying? I've been there, been homeless before a bunch of times, and I know the struggles and pain that people go through every day to try to make it and try to get back on your feet. And when you homeless, people are quick to say, well, get a job. Well, it's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not that easy, especially if you've been homeless for a year, you know what I'm saying, 2 years, 6 months, you might be able to find something. But after a while, it gets harder and harder to find work because, first of all, you got a long gap in your work history. You know what I mean? Second of all, you don't have any suits. You don't have anything to look presentable to even land a job. Know what I mean? You have no place of residence or anything like that. You have nothing. You have no phone number for the job to call. You have nothing. You know what I'm saying? You have nothing. And 9 times out of 10, if they know you homeless and you living in a shelter, they won't hire you. That's a fact. I know for myself. Like it's really difficult. The longer you are homeless, the tougher it is to land a job because of that gap history in your work history and you not having any type of permanent residence. So it's tough. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. And they don't like you can't get a job if you're homeless, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like they label all the homeless people as drug addicts and stuff like that. So automatically they look at you like a drug addict or you got some kind of mental issue or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just can't just fall on hard times, like a lot of people just regularly just sometimes shit just get fucked up for you and, and you fall on hard times. But it's difficult. It's really difficult. And the way society treats you at times, you know what I mean, when you're homeless. You get kicked out of establishments when you try, especially in the wintertime of Buffalo, New York. I would go into corporations and they would kick me out just to warm up and, so I had something to go besides being in a homeless shelter, as at a certain time they kick you out. You know what I mean? But it gets difficult, man. Society treats you like crap. It's hard to land a job the longer you're homeless. You see, people don't know that, people got their job and they've never been homeless, and people don't understand you're one check away from being homeless, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's real. You one check away. One check away. People don't understand how close they are to being homeless. All you gotta do is lose your job and have difficulty finding another one. You know what I'm saying? So people need to really, really, really respect, people that's out on the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? These are people that contribute to society as well. They probably were successful at one time and then, you just fall on hard times. Things happen, you know what I'm saying? Things happen that sometimes are out of your hand and out of your control. But I would definitely do something for the homeless community, you know what I mean? Like I was reiterating earlier, I would reinvest into stocks and cryptocurrency. I currently do that now, got crypto. Cryptocurrency is a journey, man. When I first got into it, I thought it was something like stocks. It sort of is, but it's not. You really got to be on top of crypto because it changes every day. You know what I'm saying? So you really got to be on top of your P's and Q's when it comes to crypto. You know what I mean? So definitely would be reinvesting my money. I think it's important to invest, and you got to be patient when it comes to investing. Doubling your money, tripling your money, sometimes 9 times in your money, it takes time. Sometimes it takes years, but you got to have patience, man. And Amazon is doing some great things behind the scenes. But I'm not a financial advisor. I've never been a financial advisor. I'm just here sharing my what I do and my information, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not a financial advisor at all. If you seek that, go seek you a financial advisor. But I'm not a financial advisor. Just here to share information. But Amazon is doing some great things behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? They're starting to get into healthcare. You know, they're going to be tackling healthcare. Amazon, I think Walmart as well. So look out for Amazon to their stock to increase in the future, man, because they're starting to get into healthcare and all that. You know what I mean? I think that's really dope. Start a brick and mortar. Number 8, buy physical gold and silver. You know what I'm saying? I will continue to buy physical gold and silver. You know, I think it's very, very, very not only critical to actually own true money that's made by the creator God. You know what I'm saying? That's the money. You know, that's always been the money since the beginning of time. And I think everybody should have at least a certain amount, you know, in their possession. You know what I'm saying? What you're dealing with is flat fiat currency money. That is not money. It's called currency. You know what I'm saying? And I can get into a whole thing about the money and all that. I'm not going to go into it too deep in this episode, but maybe in the future I will do an episode on that, the money and how it's tied into, you know, contracts and all that stuff. But yeah, that's number 8, man. Number 9, I would start a brick and mortar business. You know what I'm saying? Start a brick and mortar business, definitely, man. Like open up a restaurant, you know, a grocery store. You know, I think I will open up a grocery store instead. It's not too many melanated owners that own a grocery store. I think a young man opened up a grocery store, I believe in Atlanta, and a young lady opened up a grocery store. I forgot where she opened up one. I seen it on TikTok. I thought it was beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to start owning, you know, everyday things that we need out of life, you know, grocery stores, and we need to start owning these things, you know, corner stores and, you know, grocery stores, you know what I'm saying? Things that we use on a regular basis. We need to be the ones who create the toothbrushes and hair combs, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we need more ownership in other avenues. But grocery store, I definitely will open up a grocery store, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I don't even know the process of opening up a grocery store, but it can't be too difficult. I could probably get some kind of like government grants, you know, to open up like some of these businesses, and grants you don't have to give back, you know. Number 10, open up a school. Yeah, I will open up a school for the kids, man, for the so-called black children. You know what I mean? I will open up a school so they can learn their true history. I would probably do that over a grocery store first. You know, I think it's very critical and important that you know your history. Because if you know your history, you won't repeat the mistakes that happened with our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? And just to know who you are, you know, you walk around, you know who you are. You're not black, you know what I'm saying? That is a title that's been put on you, you know, through society and through trickery, you know, the label black, through trickery, through people like Jesse Jackson and all that, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to get into that either. But you're not black, you know what I'm saying? And people, other races know who you are, you know what I'm saying? You just don't know who you are. You think you're black and you think you were a slave that came here in America, you know what I mean? But there's plenty of information out there now, and there's a lot of artifacts that have been found that have connected us to these lands here in America. But I won't get into that either. But I think it's very, very critical that, you know, we have our own schools. You dig what I'm saying? So we can teach our kids, you know, the proper history and properly how to move in this world. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is about learning who you are in this world, you know what I mean? And, you know, economics, you know what I'm saying? Mathematics, economics, you know what I'm saying? This is what it's truly about here. And knowing what asset is and knowing what a liability is, you know what I mean? And investing. That's the type of school that needs to be open, you know what I'm saying? And I would definitely open up a school like that, you know what I'm saying? Learning how to invest, learning how to create different types of streams of income for yourself, learning how to be self-reliant, learning how to, farm, learning how to, just everything, learning how to make your own clothes. That's the type of school I would have. Stuff that matters, stuff that we actually use every day, stuff like that. That's the type of school I would open, but I'll definitely open up a school for the melanated children. So-called black children. So, next one, man, I'll open up a hospital, man. You know what I'm saying? Open up a hospital. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely do that. There's I don't even know, but I don't even think that we even own any hospitals at this moment. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely will open up a hospital. You know what I mean? Invest into real estate, man, will be number 12, man. Invest in real estate and become a landlord. You know what I'm saying? The residual income, man. That's the name of the game. Real estate can make you rich quickly, depending on what way you want to take it. Whether you want to flip contracts or you want to buy tax liens, or if you just want to be a landlord and collect monthly rents. You know what I'm saying? Or you can do the Airbnb thing. A lot of cats are doing the Airbnb thing where they're just, buying places to rent out and they're turning them into Airbnb. So that's another thing you can do as well. There's so many things you can do with $1 million, man. You can get into, the vending machine business. You can get into, the ATM business. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things you can do to make that money grow into more millions and hopefully billions. So a lot of people would just stop and say, yo, I got $1 million, I'm good. I'm just going to live out the interest through the interest from the bank. You know what I'm saying? And you could do that, but me being the person that I am, I'm a Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? I'm about economics, finances, and getting to the bag, man. I think a lot of Sagittarius are like that, depending on what date you're born, because some Sagittarius are not. But most Sagittarius is about finances. You know what I'm saying? Business owners. Just look at Jay-Z. You know what I mean? He's a Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? You got some Sagittarius of philosophers, Bruce Lee as well, but you got some Sagittarius about that bag. You know what I mean? And no, nothing's gonna stop them. And I'm just not just saying it, but I'm sort of like Jay. You know what I mean? We were both going. You got like the November Sagittarius and you got the December Sagittarius. Most of the December Sagittarius is about the bread. Most of the November Sagittarius are about philosopher type Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the December Sagittarius that not really about the bread, but always seem to bump into bread, like accidentally. You know what I'm saying? Like DMX. It's just weird. But that's what I would do with $1 million. You know what I'm saying? You guys can tell me what you would do with $1 million. Leave your comments. I believe you can leave comments on this website. Tell me what you would do with $1 million. You know what I mean? $1 million today is still a tremendous amount of money that you can do a lot with business-wise, do a lot with investment-wise, do a lot with to make it grow into more. So you can make a lot of things happen with just $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you can make a lot of things happen with half of that. You won't be able to do as much, but you're gonna make a lot of things happen with half. But I think if you can get $1 million in your pocket, the opportunities are endless financially. All it takes is $1 million, man. And what's $1 million? $1 million is 1,000 times 1,000. So, a lot of us throughout our lifetime always already came across $1 million. You just don't know it because you've been so busy trying to, take care of yourself, family, and pay bills and work. So you don't even realize that, hell, I only came across $1 million. So $1 million is not really something that's not reachable. You just got to have the fortitude to want to do it, to put in the work, and that too, man, people will put in the work at a 9 to 5, but then when it comes to them and want to start a business or something or become an affiliate marketer, because it didn't work out in the first week or a month or so, a lot of people just give up and say, poop it. poop it. I don't even want to do it no more. I got my job. And that too, your job can make you comfortable and not want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Heck, people say that, me starting a podcast, was comical. I had people laugh at me. You know what I'm saying? I had people say that's not going to work out. So, again, don't listen to nobody, man. Follow your dreams. Follow your aspirations. You got a dream, go for it, man. This is the time. This is the time. We are in that retrograde, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the energy on the planet has changed. People are like looking at a 9 to 5 is like, wait a minute, man. Like, this is not gonna work anymore. That's where I'm at with it. This is not gonna work anymore. Me working another 20, 25, 30 years for somebody, punching the clock, and I can't do what I want. This is not gonna work anymore. And a lot of people are finding it out. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, you gotta get yourself prepared. I mean, companies, these corporations, first of all, they don't want to pay you what they're paying you. They wish they could pay you less. You know what I'm saying? So also too, they getting ready to roll out all these robots for a lot of these corporations. So a lot of people are going to get laid off, and robots are going to be taking over a lot of these jobs. So, it's time to switch your mindset to, being a business owner. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to do that. Learning how to set up an LLC. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. But that's my take in this podcast episode. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Please share this podcast episode with everybody man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to grow this podcast into being a big thing. You know what I mean? I want to have the best podcast on Acast. You heard? So that's my take, man. I am your gracious host, Jupiter 9, and I want to say peace and love to everybody. Take care. 1.